Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We're playing in the Bestiary League with a solo self-found Marauder that eventually will become a Juggernaut that uses Spectral Shield Throw. For now though, we're still mucking about with Molten Strike and our trusty Ancestral Protector, who now has melee splash. Therefore, should be a little bit more dangerous to groups of enemies. Ooh, and that is a free net for me. So in between episodes I had a look at the gems on offer by the lovely Nessa.
Every death brings me life.
And I realized I could actually just buy a Molten Shell, which we will eventually put on a cast when damage taken. And the Riposte and Reckoning trigger gems are nice low-level stand-ins for a cast when damage taken setup. I also already grabbed a maim support and a life gain on hit support. Life gain on hit I eventually want to link with the trigger gems. Maim is intended for the Spectral Shield Throw. And just grab some gems so we can already level them up in advance. So down here we have an essence first, but after the essence we're gonna go do a trial, and it looks like the book indicates the trial is here. And after, click it, then I can attack it. I was trying to attack it and that didn't work for some reason. Okay, you are bested. And after that we have an appointment with the boss of the place, Mr. Brutus, who unfortunately is not a beast. Well, he's a beast of a man, but he's not a beast, so unfortunately we cannot capture him. So we just have to settle for killing him instead. Misjudged that one slightly. We can manually cast Molten Shell if you want. If we prevent enough damage, and it will explode and singe the enemy's nose hairs a little bit. Okay. Oh, again, misjudged it. Pretty good at that. So are the zombies, so that works out in my favor. Okay, ooh, Sapphire Ring, that is cold resistance. And the Riposte, we can't level it because we need more attacks.
Belief is the strongest metal of them all.
That is gonna be a common theme leveling up. Oh, actually that reminds me, there is a... we need to grab Heart of the Warrior as well as Versatility. I've been too eager to get down here, but their Versatility is gonna get us 20 dex and int, which is gonna be very useful for those early dex and int skills. Also, I'm still wondering, are there any beasties down here? So far it's been a whole lot of undeads that are now just dead. Let's see if the upper prison has more interesting things to capture. Or anything to capture. Nice and sparkly, but beasties you are not. Okay, being cursed here left and right. Not the best of ideas. There's not much I can do about it. Can't remove curses just yet. So endure it in silence. Or not so silence, I do. Okay. Here, have yourself a totem. Totems are good for dealing with enemies that run away. You can just set the totem to chase after. By recasting it, of course. They don't really do anything by themselves. Not one of these guys was hiding in here. That explains a bit. Okay, and is that a dead end? Is that a dead end? Just double checking. Yeah, it's a dead end down there. Okay. Strongbox. Last handy scroll. Nah, what's the worst thing that could pop out of it? We'll just trigger it. It ignites me and contains 3 additional magic items. Well, I like magic items. I can sell them. Okay, a couple of things here have circles around them, so they must die. Linked Light Brigandine, that is an upgrade. The Chopper, that's two-handed. And that one is blue. It's just not worth it. Too low a level item. Not worth the ID scrolls. Okay. Let's see if we can make a little bit more haste. I mean, it's a level 9 area, I'm level 10. Slightly over leveled. And there's no beasties here, so what am I even doing here? It is the Bestiary League after all, it's all about the beasts. Okay. Given that it is still pretty early, Totem is doing a decent job. It's just hitting a lot of things. It seems to be putting swirlies over their heads. That's probably just because they got stunned from the damage. My trigger gems should occasionally blind things. Ooh, welcome me. Those are nice. Hey, a coral ring, but max life. It has 27. Should be able to go to 30. But, well, the game considers it to be max life. Yeah, so versatility is going to be the first one. We have over 300 health. That is more than enough for the Brutus fight. So once we get the Spectral Shield Throw, the gameplay is potentially could change a bit. On the one hand, I can still just wade in and kill things at melee distance. Alternatively, I can kill enemies at longer range. Oh, I already have one of those, but this one has quality. More mana is always useful. There are some blues, but there is one that resurrects things. Might as well kill this one before taking out the remainder of the blues. Okay. Level up all the things. I'm usually not a big fan of the prison, but I don't really mind it. But right now there's just nothing to do here for the Bestiary League.
Your brawn is about to meet its match, brute. Give the warden.
I wonder if there's more areas. They're probably gonna stand out like a sore thumb, all the areas that don't have beasts. Maybe having some hellions in here or something like that would be a way to make it slightly more interesting. Or more relevant for the league, but on the other hand, no. The place is the place. Just face tanking him. Should be doable. I'll just put the molten shell up, hit him in the face. And he really stands no chance.
Your spirit is the plaything of the ancestors, slave master.
Okay, is this actually useful? No, not really. This one is chromatic. Freeing up a little bit of space so we can grab more stuff. Longbow is larger. Kill Brutus? I killed Brutus. Okay, that sounds like the Brutus outro. Let's see. Oh, that is potentially an upgrade. I mean, this one is now triple red, but eventually, no, the Spectral Shield Throw is a green one. We can't use Ruthless with it. We can use Chance to Bleed for now. Aim is red. So it's going to be green, red, red. So something along these lines would not be too bad. Let's see, how am I in terms of resists? Pretty dreadful, but should not be too much of an issue. Anything useful to enchant? Bit of extra energy shield. I might as well use it to turn this one into a rare. And we get some bonus life. We get one whole energy shield. A bit of int, some mana regen and some cold res. That is a in-place upgrade. This was only level 4, so I might as well just let it go. This one, we'll just put it over here for, over here for the things that are potentially useful. Same for this one. And as always, seem to be getting more portal scrolls than ID scrolls, so I might as well just sell them. Okay, dokie. Back down and see what all this business was about. Maybe we just need to keep moving forward, get to the exit, because this is kind of odd that it still says kill Brutus. Just need to go here.
We are at the end of days, Exile.
Oh, hello there.
I knew you would pass this way, Exile. Aina is smarter than he looks, yes? There are more powerful beasts nearby. The Burning Menace. A Hellion like no other. I will need a special cage for this one, maybe. She is surely explosive, I hope. But there is another as well. Angela. Beware, survivor. It commands the very skies. These beasts make Uzbek look like dryback. You will need special nets for these. Strong nets. Here, I have made them. Aina is well prepared. Use these strong nets. Catch these strong beasts. Perform strong rituals. Gain strong blessings.
He does like strong, doesn't he? And there we are. 3 reinforced rope nets. So we can right click to make it the active net. Also shields. Despite this being a rare, with nice mods, it still has less armor. So this one is just gonna get sold. Okay. Can't quick slot them or anything, you do need to keep them in your inventory. Put them on the left hand side so it's a bit easier from where all the action is. If you see the bosses will just swap around. Until then, keep running. Because no, there's regular Hellions here that I would like to capture as well. Like that. And that one. And Bitter Devil, you are new.
This one is captured. Aina will take it. This one is captured. I now will take it.
Bearded Shaman. Okay.
This one is captured. I now will take it.
God bless you on this fine day, X.
Oh. Okay. Let's swap to the higher tier 1 and just be prepared since there's something slightly larger on the edge here. That is just a regular aspect of the Hellion. Let's throw a trap and then murder it. Good.
Great job, Exile. I now will take the captured beast to the Menagerie.
Get a bunch of new recipes, but I just want to have a chat with you.
Greetings.
4 more nets. Simple nets, yeah. Might as well just grab a little and then the next tier also grab another small stack. So we're up to 5. And I still can't sell fast things to do. So Elrion, oh, kill the relics. Yeah, I think I can do that. Ooh, Torah missions. I wonder if beasties in Torah missions will be capturable. Or if they'll all be corrupted as well. Most of them are. Okay. So that is the Elbrion mission dealt with. Level 2 and a little bit. And there is something shiny up here. Ooh, hey, beetle. We can capture beetles. Erupting winds, okay. Let's throw another trap and then capture you. Nice.
Survivor, you are well prepared for the end. This is a fine capture.
Strength isn't everything, Brute.
So 1 piety. Hey, so Burning Menace, one of the burning doggies. And Ungolaf, I believe, was one of the bearded shamish. Unique, of course, both of them. Ah, that's just the quests I have already completed. Oh, markers. Wait, is that a sign of the dude? Yes, there we are. Ungolaf. Haha. Right. I'll say this is getting a little too crowded for my taste. Just blow up a little bit of the crowd here. Then we'll go after you. Okay, netting. I was too slow with the net, wasn't I? I was too slow with the net, dang it. Well, that of course happens, so I'll need to go back and capture him. Got some int and some dex. So we can finally upgrade the riposte gem. And plated gauntlets, those are the next tier. They're pure armor, really odd colors, but that can be solved. I did sell a couple of items for chromatics. An enemy like that does a lot of damage relatively to me is difficult to face tank and difficult to contain. He went down much faster than I had anticipated. So that's going to be an interesting aspect to capturing the monsters. Can I capture them before I accidentally kill them? Though the devs did mention that some of the changes that are coming somewhere this week. They're also looking at potentially capturing dead monsters after you've killed them. To exactly, turn this situation into something that is solvable. Hey, the Burning Menace. You need to be captured. So let's throw a trap. Okay, trap thrown. Got him.
Great job, Exile. I now will take the captured beast to the Menagerie.
Okay. So all kinds of combinations. Rare and identified armor. That's one.
The menace is now mine to worry about. At least until you wish to sacrifice it. This Helion will be waiting for you in the Menagerie. Visit it before you kill it, if you want.
If you want. Of course I want. I wonder if I visit the Menagerie from here, do I get a portal? And then, of course, can I come back? Ooh, nice. So, let's do the fight again. Or do we need to... I think we need to kill both of them to probably get some kind of recipe. So, yeah, but we do have the waypoint. So, control click, new instance, go. We have an appointment with one Ungulath. Hey, a Burning Menace. I can capture you. I've done it before. I will do it again. Oh, dang. Ungulath is behind me.
The first ones look upon this capture with pride, Exile.
At least it's the only one that puts down these markers. Okay, throwing down the... yep, okay. Nice. Got him.
Great job, Exile. I now will take the captured beast to the Menagerie.
Good. That worked out very well. Also, upgraded shields, slightly higher item level, and an extra socket. Well, can deal with that later. There is something yellow. Oh, this one is capturable, and it is an essence mob. Fun times. Spectral Swipe, Whispering Essence of Greed. Okay, it's down low enough. Throw the trap and then hit it more.
Great job, Exile.
Nice.
I now will take the captured beast to the Menagerie.
Nice, nice, nice. Rusted hatchet. That is better than what I currently have. Though there's no int on there. Well, we'll see if it's... Oh, still works. That is good. That one I can sell. Might be useful. Extra strength. On the other hand, early on, a bit of fixed life regen is actually pretty potent.
Aina does not like the goats that walk like men. I will be glad to see this one sacrificed. So will the first ones. It will be waiting in the Menagerie for you. You want me to give you a reward? You misunderstand, Exile. This is the reward. You have a beast now. That is reward enough, yes?
Yes. Visit the Menagerie and let's have a look. What can we do with the 2 mobs we just got? I mean, that's bound to be a recipe with both of them, right? Ungulath, Burning Menace. The Fallen Deep Dweller, so rare weapon with lightning damage to spells, rare weapon with fire damage. And then we have some of the other ones. Anything in here? No elemental damage mods. It's a feature. Oh, if you're not playing elemental damage like I am, that might actually be relevant. Spell damage. Movement speed, fire resistance. Strength body armor with fire resistance. A rare strength shield with fire resistance. What else do we need? We need another rare creature from the sands. Add a mod to a flask. What? Oh wow. You can add the mods you want. Maybe even get some prefixes at some point. You can custom craft your own flasks. This is amazing. Let's see. Oh, rare crafting weapon.
The first one's
Bring
a
it.
watching survivor. Don't disappoint them.
So we got a spectral swiper that got used in the recipe and the burning menace.
You are truly a survivor.
And we get a hatchet with a little bit of fire damage added. So let's see, listed DPS 49.2. Does it go up? Does it go down? It goes down. Beastcraft does not mean improvement, unfortunately. Okay. Let's get back to where we came from. Because we did have a... Okay, let's do one more Haku. And after that I'm just gonna ignore the Hakus I encounter. Oh, blue ones.
You have been captured, beast. You will be a survivor, or you will be fooled.
You definitely get access to some bonus things. No different beasties than your regular environment. Oh, there is a yellow somewhere near the bottom there. Let's run towards it. Okay, this is a dead end. Oh, another blue. Wonder if this is going to be yet another beast aspect we know. Winter bloom. No. Okay, trapping. Yes, got it. Raider life.
Survivor, you are well prepared for the end. This is a fine capture.
Okay, those are ghosts. I cannot capture ghosts. Too bad. Okay, skill points. Heart of the Warrior, also kind of useful to grab. Other boldly.
You have
Aha.
been captured, beast. You will be a survivor, or you will be fooled.
And Menagerie is an undead, so we can't capture it. And then we grab the spirits and we get the heck out of here. Oh yeah, we have the flask of running really, really fast. Quicksilver flask of adrenaline. So let's use that one to get to the exit here. And Haku is happy. And level 2. Most important bit. Okay. Let's see. Well, we killed all the interesting uniques here. So all that remains is just some regular mobs, some rares, some blues, stuff like that. Hello. And this is the corridor, or just... Yeah, looks like this is leading away from the initial broom, so to say. So we're on the right path. Hey, reinforced broke net. That's the slightly better one. Nice. But, oh, these are run to 13, so I might as well just use up all the regular ones before I start spending the new nets. Because it would be nice if I can just clear out all the low level ones and then switch over to the slightly higher tier. So, getting another simple rope net. But, oh, in terms of power level, we're doing pretty well now. Just smashing things to bits, killing them left and right. And we're not even using our real skill yet. Though we're getting ever closer. We only need to get to Merveil's cave and then we have access to it. Actually tempted to just run through the next area. Just to tag the waypoint. And then we have the skill. And we can switch the links around and then clear out the graveyard with the Spectral Shield Throw. Failed to do any instances. That's good. Guess there must be some business here. Busyness.
Is this your land I walk upon?
Relatively full. Might as well empty my pockets. Let's see, Rallying Cry, Leap Slam, Shield Charge. Ooh, yes, 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 Shield Charge. Movement skills. I like them. Jade Headshots. Looks like it is worse than what I had. Which is convenient. Also, upgraded life flasks, that is useful. Yeah, that was strength. That wasn't really all that useful. This one, let's say, having a little bit of energy shields, not too bad. But the strength is going to be much more universally useful. In the longer term, that is though.
Why would
let's see, put that one up. Then might as well just sell that one.
farewell?
And then just stash stuff away. Let's see, this is essence. Is there anything I can do with it? It is a simple crafting one, a little bit of life. It's incredibly low level, so you really want to get beyond this pretty quickly. So, aren't we close enough? You know what? I might as well craft a little bit of extra life on top, so we have a rare shield. Yeah, and Ancestor Protector goes in there, Release Splash goes there, and we can get rid of it. We'll just put that one off to the side. Ooh, Shield Charge. We now have a slot for Shield Charge, which goes over there. It's gonna be incredibly slow, but potentially useful. And oh, this was an upgrade as well, wasn't it? Yep. So Molten Shell might as well go there. For the time being, I'm gonna put the shield on weapon switch so I can level up some gems I'm not actively using just yet on there. We can move Molten Shell there, then the weapon is free to be swapped around. And this is gonna be a drop-in upgrade.
Take care.
And look at that, another scroll. Gotta scroll them all. So Fairgraves is there. I'm gonna ignore you. Mud Runners, those are OS. Merc Runners, not Mud Runners, Merc. Here. Have a net. Be captured. It's nice that they do pop it up for new ones. another one. Ba-dup, ba-dup, ba-dup. And we'll just follow the coastline until we find the lair of Merveil. And this is level 11 area. I think Merveil's second area was 14. So that is where we need to use the higher tier maps. Chance to bleed support. Also keep in mind, yellow mobs, I think they're the same as gold mobs that are 2 levels above the area. So if this is level 11 area, rares are going to be level 13. So those are the highest I can capture with the weak net, and after that I need the strong net. So actually getting rid of the small nets now would be a bad idea. Or at least not try to capture anything larger with it, starting from this place. Okay, waypoint. That means Nessa, that means Spectral Shield Throw. Yes, please. Throws a spectral copy of your shield as a projectile which cannot pierce and deals offhand damage, augmented by the defenses of the shield. When it collides with something, it will shatter, launching a number of smaller shards as projectiles in all directions. Modifiers that cause additional projectiles will be fired. To be fired will add more shards, not more copies of the shield. So I think we can't use volley for this one because of the because that only can launch more projectiles from you, not from the point of impact. And indeed, this is it. It is green. So maim is going to be the next, and then brutality, something that will not get until Act 4. So we're gonna make do with what we have available. Chance to bleed is gonna work. Yeah, so we need double red and a green. Good opportunity to swap into another
Take care.
armor. Let's see, I think I had put something aside. Yes. Works well. Okay, so the colors are a little bit of a mismatch, but luckily we have some chromes. So red, green. Come on, work along. Come on, one more. Well, it's early game, it's low strength and dex requirements, so they're not really all that locked into the requirements themselves. So I'll just have to settle or have a look at what I can grab from you. Can I buy something? I mean, I'm this close, then I kind of need it. Ooh, chromatic links. I can sell that. One more shot. Triple red. Well, it is a drop-in replacement for the old one, but not exactly what I was hoping for. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I could have also tried this one, since it is a little bit more tied in with the red. Right, so this one is now getting replaced. Shield throw, and then we'll put maim on there. No, enemies will be a bit slower, and then they'll take a bit more damage, and then later on we'll just see if we can attach the bleed thing. Over here we have a drop-in replacement. Bond Strike is now out. Might as well put the Ancestral Protector in here with Melee Splash, and gonna go Ruthless or Bleed. Yeah, might as well go Ruthless. I think it does melee attacks, might as well boost it. Okay, then in here, Spectral Shield Throw, we can add Bleed to it. Riposte away somewhere, put Reckoning away somewhere, and then the chance to bleed might as well just... Reckoning... Chance to bleed. And then we're all settled.
Still alive, are we?
That one is now outdated. Molten Strike we no longer need it. This one I never actually needed in the first place.
Sharp out there.
Okay, so we have a shield charge. We have a Spectral Shield Throw that is going to be our main attack. Ooh, it looked shiny. It's really, really blue. This one has something with a shield. That's that one. Oh, we could potentially buy a Flame Dash before we... No, we're the wrong class. We can't buy Flame Dash. The best we could do right now is Leap Slam. And we can't buy Flame Dash until... Either I start another character that could buy it, or until Act 6. So for now, let's just use Leap Slam as our secondary movement to traverse ledges. Because so far that has turned out to be pretty useful. Yeah, with that, let's go back to the ship graveyard and clear that out with the new skills. Okay, 1 Fairgraves. We now need to head downstairs. Ooh, hello. Looks pretty shiny.
This one is captured. I now will take it.
And that's another recipe. So it looks shiny. It does not explode in the air, so you can't target it next to something to make it get hit by the shrapnel. So now the importance is definitely going to be on getting a shield that has the highest possible armor we can get for the level. So I hope that there might be a recipe for that. I mean, if there's a beastcrafting recipe for that, that would be neat. If we can get our hideout, then of course doing some crafting there with Haku might also be very helpful. Basically any rare that has at least one armor mod on it, with Haku you can craft the other one on top. And potentially in the end game, once you get access to Regal Orbs, then you could even just craft the perfect blue one. But actually that is not what I want. Nope, craft a very good armor roll on a blue item and then regal it into a rare, and then mastercraft with Haku the other armor mod. And if you're really lucky, the regal might actually put a second one on.
I now will take it.
Roll high tower shield, that is the next tier. Speaking of. So it's only a little bit more armor, but of course little differences do matter. So actually, I've been treating my weapon as something that I'm swapping through, because of course for Molten Strike, the more damage is on your weapon, the more damage you deal with Molten Strike. Now I actually need to shift it the other way. So my weapon should now be something that has a 3-link that I can use to put sockets in. To put a useful combination of gems in. That will allow me to rely less on the sockets and the links in my shield and only focus on just maximizing the armor I get from it. Let's see. I really don't have a lot of nets. Probably do have more currency. Oh wow, the strong rope net is the next tier. But I think I'll just get 10 of the grid tier. And we continue looking for the whole flame. So whenever we kill a certain number of some certain monster, there's a bunch of recipe flashing by. At this point, I'm not reading all of them anymore. Instead, I'll just have a look at the bestiary itself every once in a while to see if there's anything relevant I can craft. Plated gauntlets. Oh, that's what I'm using. Oh, there is something shiny there. Oh, this is level 12. So the rare is going to be 14. So I don't think I can actually capture the rare with it. But, of course, if there's like a animal blue, then that's good. And otherwise I'll just have to swap. Okay, so the scribbling menace here. Let's see, just put one over there. Put a net over the little one, shoot the little one, and then... Oh, last time it automatically switched to the higher tier, I think.
This one is captured. I now will take it.
Okay, let's throw the net and then focus on murdering it.
Survivor,
Nice.
you are well prepared for the end. This is a fine capture.
What's in the box? Detonates nearby corpses. That is potentially dangerous. Luckily, we are now ranged. And I was speaking of weapons that have links. Oh, we have 42 DPS with the Spectral Shield Throw. That's slightly less than what we had with the Molten Strike. But this is ranged, so that's pretty neat. But I can now exchange this Rusted Hatchet for a Saber. And the damage is not affected. 41.2. It was 41, right? 42.1. Hey. Could it be Dex? Ah, yes, of course. The Dex on here increases my attack hit chance. And that in turn slightly increases the predicted DPS. Makes sense. But these are the links I actually wanted. Okay. So, Spectral Shield Throw. Maim. And... where is my damage? Chance to bleed. Okay. So we have that, then we can put the Reckoning back in here with the blind and the riposte. And then we... have a couple of other things, and we have some spare sockets that we can shuffle around with as well. Got myself a simple rope net, might as well get rid of it on the first beastie I see. Otherwise it's going to be an upstairs, so maybe I'll grab it. Let's see, battered foil. Well, the implicits of the weapons might be pretty relevant as well. Though keep in mind the increased accuracy rating here. I believe it is actually only for the weapon itself, because weapons have accuracy, therefore this is a local modifier, it's not a global one. So if you thought like, hey, I can equip a shield because of the accuracy to boost the accuracy with my thrown shield, unfortunately that doesn't work, because we actually have a 90% chance to hit only. If the implicit says that it's a global, like global critical strike multiplier or crit chance or something like that, then it also works for your Spectral Shield. The axes, the Marauder axes, they have a global physical damage multiplier that will be useful for your Spectral Shield Throw. So if you can't find some shiny unique that gives a nice effect, then the Marauder axes are actually pretty nice options. Alright. Okay, you are going to be captured. Nice, that uses up the small net.
You have been captured, beast. You will be a survivor, or you will be fooled.
And And then let's look for the seething brine. There we are. Oh, not even the seething brine, you are there. Oh, strangle charm. So that kind of a seething brine, aren't you? Yes, you are. Then we have the slave girl here, who unfortunately died, but she gave us the old flame. So not all was lost, just her life. And ooh, there is a rare here. Bit to the left. Don't see the spectral beasties yet. Ah, it's an underwater one. Churning claws. Ooh, that looks... Okay, lightning's up, and we murder.
Job, Exile. I now will take the captured beast to the Menagerie.
Cool. And then that's another dex recipe in there. I wonder how many different modifiers there will be in the end, or if there's not going to be like 4 or 5 and that's it. Or whether this is going to be just as rich as the Nemesis and Bloodline system. Because they do have a lot of modifiers. We have to approach Fairgraves from the left. Oh no, wait, actually I have a slam. I can jump. It is alright. So, cool. I'll just charge out and I'll throw my shield in. Because I can do that. Boop, boop, boop. And that was
Ducado, we remember
him.
you, Fairgraves. Your death will be much celebrated.
Cone helmet, slightly better than what I have here, because it has better links. It actually has links, so that's good. And that is gonna be a good point to call it. So let's have a chat with the folks in town. And oh boy, 50-minute episodes. Yeah, I'm gonna forget the time more often. That's gonna happen. But in this case, though, we finally have Spectral Shield Throw. So, well, that is my excuse. I'm sticking with it. We have our skill, and now we can focus on building the build around it. So the old tower shield will be replaced by the new tower shield, and I'll see about doing some upgrades, and I'll show you next episode. So for now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.